For many, if not most of us, the promises of the Baptismal Covenant might feel a bit distant. You may, like me, be relatively new to the Episcopal Church and didn't make any kinds of covenantal promises at your baptism. Or you may have been a small child and had godparents say those promises on your behalf. Or you might have been baptized in the Episcopal Church, but before the Book of Common Prayer 1979 added the baptismal promises. One thing that I realized working on this exercise over this week was that through meditating on these, that I could make the baptismal promises part of my own life. I could make them my own, something more real and vibrant in the way that I lead my daily life. Two of these in particular stood out for me. The first is the first promise, will you continue in the apostles' teaching and fellowship, the breaking of the bread, and the prayers. And I thought about how often we tend to disconnect these things, where teaching and fellowship tend to be separated in our lives in the way that we conduct our spirituality, how teaching and prayer and teaching and breaking bread and our own fellowship and our personal prayers tend to be sort of disconnected as we scatter ourselves over the course of our life. But I thought about how we might make these as one whole practice, as one whole commitment that we make, such that teaching and fellowship and prayers and breaking of bread are whole schooling for the kingdom of God, by which we participate and prepare ourselves for that kingdom here and now. The second one that really stood out was the fourth, will you seek and serve Christ in all persons, loving your neighbor as yourself. As I was going about my day thinking about this, a practice sort of naturally emerged out of this. Instead of walking around Harvard Square and seeing all of the tourists and other students as in my way, preventing me from getting from one class to another or to that coffee shop or wherever I was going, was to look at them each individually as a child of God, to try to encounter them as another person full of Christ, as Christ there to teach me something in that moment. And what this did was it shifted the way that I encountered these people, that I encountered myself, that I encountered what kind of relationship I had with all of the people that I pass on a daily life in order to try to see Christ in them.